guys, today in this video I want to show you how to prune panicle hydrangeas. These three are limelights that I planted in this spot last year and they did beautifully. So now early spring is the time you want to come out and prune them. And I know that pruning hydrangeas seems like a really intimidating thing to do, but there's really not a whole lot you can do wrong with panicle hydrangeas. Same goes for your arborescens or Annabelle type hydrangeas, and the reason for that is that both of those types bloom on new wood. So we'll come in and prune them back today. They'll produce new wood, new buds, and they'll bloom, as opposed to the type that bloom on old wood that set their buds last year. Now is not the time to prune those. So it's a really easy thing to do. The first thing you want to look for is anything damaged or broken. So just kind of give them all a once over, clean that stuff out first, and then you'll go in and take your whole shrub down by about 1/3 of its total size. So you'll come in like right here, we've got a nice long branch. You'd find a spot along that branch where there are two sets of buds. So there's a set of buds here, a set of buds right above it. We call those nodes. And you'll just make your cut right above one of the sets of buds. Just like that. Let me show you another example right here. So we've got this nice long branch. There's a set of buds there, set of buds there. So I'm going to cut right above that set. So basically that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go through and trim all of them down. I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done, and then I'll tell you about the next step. So I've got the initial cut back done, and you can wait to do this step until you see the buds start to green up a little bit, which they are just starting to do that here. You can see right there, I wanted to show you kind of a close-up example. That way you can easily tell where there's winter damage or dead branches, and you can get rid of those. So after you do your initial cutback like this, you want to go in and remove anything that's weak, like these little tiny stems right here. I don't want my hydrangea plant sending energy to try to bloom on these little wimpy stems. I want them to bloom on these bigger, nice stems. And so when you eliminate the little ones, then your plant has a ton of energy to send into nice big panicles. So I'm just going to go in and remove anything that's like that. So I'm going to take this whole branch down to about right here where there would be another set of new shoots coming out, and just cut that out because I don't want little wimpy blooms on that branch. And so I'm just going to continue doing that throughout the whole thing, like this one right here, little wimpy things, and that'll help clean up this plant even more. So now I'm going through and just removing all of the weak wood out of this plant and kind of opening it up a little bit, and I hope you're able to see all the detail well enough. The lighting's a little bit harsh, but when I'm done with all three shrubs, we'll take a look at the whole area. Okay, they're all done and I think they look really good. So that's pretty much all the maintenance you have to do on your panicle hydrangeas, other than, you know, making sure they're consistently watered. And then I am going to fertilize them today too. It's a good idea when you're going through and doing your spring pruning to give them some fertilizer when they're just starting to wake up. I've typically used Hollytone in the past, which I've had really good results with, but it has been recommended to me to use a fertilizer for woody plants, like a rose type of fertilizer. So that's what I'm going to use today. I'm using Rose Tone, and it recommends to use about 1 1/4 cup sprinkled around the drip line of the plant, which is kind of where your outer branches come, and then you just water it in. So as soon as I'm done fertilizing and watering them in, I will add a layer of mulch around each plant, and we're done. So I've got them all pruned, fertilized, and mulched, so these hydrangeas are good to go for the season. And this whole area we will be mulching later, but I just don't want to get in here too much because I have a whole bunch of tulips coming up right here, and I don't want to risk damaging anything. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.